you don't even. Oh yes, they can. Why they can? Oh Lord. How can one person do anything wrong with that store? Because that's
You can put that shit down.
one of the to prevent theirs, but they can do it all day like this is ridiculous. One person buying all them eggs, Costco stores, stores, they got no store nothing. That's crazy. You know, they
You can
my
put
top
that
of
shit
this
down.
take my top. I whatever. I refuse to that when I'm on my talk about. This person is saying Costco should not put a limit on how many eggs you can buy. Yes, it did. It should do. But why would anybody buy them
You can
for
put
the
that
kids?
shit down.
Got kids in school. Shit, everybody. Yeah, it's really is stupid. Costco just did. If you're gonna fight and act like this, they need to stop making eggs. But anyway, this is not what I came on for. So I'm gonna end it today. I think people acting
You can put that
got them
shit down.
acting cuckoo. Everybody with that damn mini egg, all kind of shit going on. Anyway, I'm gonna stop sharing that today. You know, yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing that ignorant. That was ignorant. I came on here to talk about Laura Ingram and some guy she had on from Texas saying about the Biden Harris administration regime. They call it a regime. And she's still spreading lies. Fox News still got people on there spreading lies. You know, I heard Rupert Murdoch is going to retire, and his children are going to take it over. And one of his children wants to start telling the truth about Trump, and I think it's the son who doesn't want to. Fox, they ain't learned nothing. Laura Ingraham ain't learned nothing. None of them learned nothing. So, I'm going to be trying to go live more on this YouTube channel because I got a streaming thing that I'm going to stream, and I can stream certain things that you know, that I want to show everybody. So, there's things I want to show everybody, you, like the thing with Laura Ingram and this person she was talking to. But I got sidetracked with the eggs because I thought that was kind of stupid for one person to have that many eggs, and all they're gonna do is go and sell them. I know that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna hoard them, sell them, because ain't no one family eating that many damn eggs. Because my aunt had 15 kids, and she didn't use that many eggs in the morning when I used to go there. We didn't use that many eggs. So, Anyway, I'm gonna I'm talking about Laura Ingram. So anyway, I done got off Trump and the eggs got me off Trump off topic anyway. So Laura Ingram and this guy, Republican guy from they going after the city council in Dallas because they told the police officer he won't get into it, he won't do ISIS job. These Republicans are just darn crazy. They just crazy, crazy, crazy. It don't make no sense how crazy they are, you know. So I'm looking for that. I want to share that with you. But this is crazy. I was told not to panic because I'm a panicky person. You know, I panic real quick. Most everybody I know in my family they don't panic. I panic at everything. Every time something happens, I panic. So this thing with Donald Trump has me. It really has me panicky. It really does. You know. So Laura Ingram and this guy, where like I said, I got. Uh, I'm wondering, is anybody gonna take part in the broadcast? Not the broadcast, the boycott on the 28th. I don't go to Target, so I ain't been going to Target, so I ain't gonna start going to Target. Although I needed an ironing board, and Target, believe it or not, was the only place that I could get an ironing board at. So, and I went in there and bought two things, a couple of things from them, and so that's how that goes. But anyway, you know, Fox News is I don't know what the heck they doing. Laura Ingraham, she needs to go sit down, sit her behind down. You know, this is ridiculous. You know, here we go. This is crazy. So anyway,
using to hire refugees and asylees. Initially, the DOJ claimed that SpaceX incorrectly stated that it could only hire U.S. citizens or green card holders, which was inaccurate. However, rather than pursuing the case in court, the Department of Justice has chosen to dismiss it with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled in the future. Musk referred to the lawsuit as insane lawfare and shared evidence in the form of a government job listing that also required U.S. citizenship. Well, this is no shock this happened, Zabora, because again, when you give almost $300 million and Donald Trump allows you to do whatever you want to, of course, all of the cases. And remember, he was investigated by 11 different agencies, and all of those are mysteriously disappearing.
He's not, they don't care about what's right or what's legal or if this is equitable. They are doing everything to line their pockets. You can see that with the Senate vote. Like they're doing everything to make sure that billionaires have more money and people of color, people with disabilities, people of any marginalized population or any area where there has been proven to have disparities are not being treated fairly. He don't care. And he's not going to hire anybody. He's not going to fight any of these cases. Every time a case is coming, they're getting dismissed. You can look at the mayor's, how his case was just indefinitely. We're not going to talk about that corruption. So everyone in this administration has some felonies. Well, a lot of them, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of them have felonies. A lot of them have criminal records. A lot of them have been charged with not doing proper hiring practices. And they have been utilizing these individuals that have not been green card holders or permanent residents for all of this time. So all of a sudden now it's a problem because you're on this side. So you can, take advantage of these individuals and not pay them what they're worth and treat them with no dignity for humanity. But then you want to, ride the side of let me figure out how I can make sure that I'm not going to take care of this lawsuit that was clearly you doing something illegal and clearly you should pay the consequences. But because you're a billionaire and because you have all of this money and bought this election, his son told you he's the president, that man's not the president. Let him get up. So Elon is doing what Elon do. And Trump is just sitting there and the American people voted this man in. At least I'm part of the 92% that did not vote for me.
Well, listen, this is all this is, Matt. And the bottom line is you're not getting somebody who is, Elon is going to get away with anything. And so, look, he's rewarding himself with a contract. At the end of the day, his $300 million was money well spent because he has the run of the country.
Yeah, exactly. He bought an election and bought the candidate and bought a presidency. Functionally, this is self-dealing. And this is what I find to be so incredibly difficult for me to understand, that people who claim to be Trump supporters don't seem to ever just acknowledge. And I don't know if that's always that they're just obtuse or if they purposely or they really just genuinely don't understand. But for all the rhetoric about draining the swamp and the corruption and all of that, how is it not per se corrupt that a person who's in an unelected position, given basically unfettered power, has the ability to kill actions looking into his action? That is like per se corruption. That's the kind of thing they would point to some other nation and say justifies our involvement in that nation's domestic relations, right? They would say this is anti-democratic for the government of whatever country to have some actor in it who is enriching their own pocket, who is killing, legal investigations into their business practices, and who's enriching themselves by virtue of their government position. But that's exactly what we have here. And for some reason, that is not proof positive of the corruption and the swamp that needs to be drained, if you ask the Trump supporters. And we know that they're living in a bizarro world, as we all are now these days. But I don't understand how this is so brazen and this is not something that smacks them in the face with the contradiction, because that's what we're seeing every day. You're seeing government overreach. I think Michael said that perfectly in one of the earlier segments. The federal government that they decry being too big is consistently overreaching into the purview of the states. A person working in the government who's not elected is given awesome power, not only to go into the treasury and get all kinds of codes, but to fire the people who are working in a nuclear agency and not even have the wherewithal to recognize they probably need to keep those jobs. That's terrifying, but it's also exactly what they claim to be standing against. And for some reason, they seem to be completely fine with it going on. So as time goes on, we'll see precisely how far those boundaries will be pushed out, because that's what Musk and Trump are doing right now. They are continuing to test the waters to see precisely how much they can get away with.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the magic glasses that can see clearly without glasses? These glasses can not only see far away, but also see near. This smart zoom glasses from Japan are really great. No need to wear lenses. The degree can be used from 100 degrees to 700 degrees. The glasses will automatically adapt to your vision, can see clearly far away and near, and are very comfortable to use. It also has the function of blocking blue.
Well, that's not streaming. Is there something? Y'all heard that? I've got the thumbnail on here about Laura Ingraham, but that's Donald Trump. That's something else that caught my eye. They say that that's what they're doing, but you know what? It's a whole bunch of crap, a whole bunch of it. So I'm like I said, I'm going to start doing. I got my laptop back. I got a new laptop, so I had to buy one. So I'm going to a little all over the place right now because I don't know. I was going to use StreamYard, but I may use StreamYard, but I don't know how much I'm going to use it. I may just take and use StreamYard with the free and use it with, you know, we'll see. Because I got so many other things I want to do. Yeah, so that's how that works. I'm going to go because I set this up. I was using it to see if I could do a lot of things with it. I'm going to end this stream, but I'll be back with more substantive stuff. I just, because, you know, yeah, I'm going to end the stream.